all them bullshit, fucking pay the push. I guess it's cool, cause they say it's on some hood shit. Everybody's fed up, ready for some real shit, but never will it let up if we don't keep it real with it. We got the contrary, so you ain't gotta worry. We spit them bars worthy of your hard-earned. Alarms are buzzing, the dogs barking, I'm in and out. Left the game hostage with a bounce.
Yo, this is Dollaz, one half of the dynamic duo. Neff and Dollaz, Dollaz-A Records, Full Focus Entertainment, Heavy Metal Network, D Music Group, nigga. We in the building, and we just kicking some real shit, so stay tuned. Yeah, I just want people to understand where we at with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't really a lot of, recently we've been doing a lot of music, and it seemed like that we coming for the new niggas. The problem we having is that the new niggas don't seem to have no respect for what this shit really is and how important it is for us. Like, you know, another outlet out of the hood is just being taken away. And it could be strategic by the powers that be, but, you know, the powers that be are only as strong as we allow them to be. If motherfuckers took the time and really hone their craft and understand that at one point being the MC was a reputable, you know, position. It was another way for us to really, you know, make some money outside of the norm, outside of, you know, being an athlete or being an actor or, you know, going to college. It was a way out of the hood, and it was a way to, you know, employ your family and, you know, create some longevity. And when I was like 10 years old, my stepfather put me on to rock him, and he told me that he's the best to do this shit. And I listened, and the more I listened to, the more MCs, yeah, he was pretty much the best. I started writing, so you know, he pretty much got me to the point where I wanted to do this shit. But it wasn't until I saw Big Daddy Kane at the War Memorial Building, real rap, I wanted to be one of the dancers. You know, I was really dope. I was, you know, y'all have to understand, hip hop was more than just MCing. It was breakdancing, it was DJing, it was graffiti. It's a whole culture. And I just had a niche to do that. That's what I wanted to do. But it wasn't until I went to the Big Daddy Kane concert. I really went to the Big Daddy Kane concert to see Scoob and Scrap, so I can, you know, I wanted to see that shit live because I saw them dancing on the videos, and I wanted to do that shit. But when I got to the show, I saw how Kane controlled the crowd. It was like ring generalship. He was just amazing up there, and I said, you know, that's what I want to do. I already had a knack for writing stories. I already was good with words, so then I just started writing bars, and I was really dope. Didn't know I was really dope until I started hearing, you know, the kids around me rapping, and compared to what they was doing, it was like I was on another level, and it's been like that. So I just moved forward from that point on. Yo, like back like in the mid-90s, you know, I'm like a teenager at this point, late teenager, and I've been doing this shit since I was like 10, 11 years old, so I'm seasoned. And I moved from the west side of town to the north side of town, and I met this guy named 14K. K Money was in the neighborhood I was living in, and he was an OG, and he was spitting, and you know, one day he was out there, and you know, I was like, I could rap. So he listened to me, and he was like, damn, you pretty good. I need to introduce you to my man Z, who was working with my cousin Divine. And my cousin Divine was working with Poor Righteous Teachers back in the day, all this stuff. I mean, I didn't know him at that point because I was too young. I was his little cousin. But once Z decided to take me to the studio, Divine was there, and he was like, man, this is my little cousin. And Divine was having his own movement going on. He was working with Creative. You know, they was doing the Raw Vibe Records thing. And, you know, he just was like, just as passionate as I was, and started fucking with me. So that's how, you know, I started getting involved with the Raw Vibe Records. It was early in the game. But on that side of time I lived in, I got close with a homeboy from the neighborhood named Pee Wee, And me and Pee Wee, you know, we was real tight. And Pee Wee's cousin F-150, you know, he spit too. He was a little older than us, but like he came through. And then one day he came through and he heard us spit, and he was spitting. So then, nigga, the rest was history. We linked up. We got with my cousin Divine. My cousin Divine seen we was serious. He started, you know, doing production for us. We stayed busy. It was raw vibe. Yo, and this tattoo is from my father who passed away. You feel me? His nickname in the hood was Straps. So let me give y'all a funny story about this particular tattoo. I just come home from the military, right? And my cousin got the tattoo guy at his house. Now my cousin Ringo was tatted up. He got all kinds of shit, and they're official tattoos. So apparently the guy been working on my cousin for hours, and he just about to leave. So when I come in and I see he got the tattoos out, I always wanted a tattoo. So, you know, my cousin was like, fuck it, my man to give you a tattoo, it's nothing. And because, you know, what the tattoo artist did and how my cousin paid him, it was all good. But the tattoo artist was ready to get to it because, you know, he was out there, you know, he was an addict. You know, I ain't judging nobody. Everybody do their thing. But the tattoo guy was an addict. And it was to the point where he was ready to get to it when I come through the door. So because of how, you know, his loyalty to my cousin, he said, fuck it, I'll tag him up right quick. So you know how you write the tattoo out? I said, yeah, I wanted to say, you know, rest in peace, Straps, 9/11/01. So the dude write this shit on the paper. I see it. But this is my first time off the pro meth. I tried the lean for the first time. So the lean kicking in about time he get into my arm. By the time he get to the arm, he write out. He write out what he want to do. I look at it and say, yeah, because I'm so psyched to get the fucking tattoo. So when the dude finished, I'm psyched. I'm like, damn, yeah, my first tattoo. I run in the room to show my cousin. He like, well, damn, you know, like it was playing. Then he said, well, who the fuck is Staps? So I look down, I say, oh shit, he forgot the R. And I never changed it. So, you know, from that day forward, I haven't fucked with the lean. So, you know, basically where we at with it, the goal is, you know, I believe we can coexist this new shit and you know, in the fundamentals of the real shit. I mean, you know, just have respect for motherfuckers that open this genre up, you know, for us to, you know, keep sending it down for generation to generation. And I understand, okay, you know, the new sound is what it is, but you know, you can still spit real bars on the new sound. You don't have to motherfucking, you know, sacrifice the integrity of, you know, being an MC to sell records. You still can spit raw shit. I just heard the new T.I. joint, bars, and it got this, and it got the new sound. So it can coexist. Actually, it'll make the music a lot better. The new sound with niggas putting bars on it. You know, all this mumbling, jumbling, all this bullshit that's going on right now, man. And it's taken away and making it look like it's nothing to be a rapper. Like it holds no more merit. It's like it's worth nothing. Now when you say you would aspire to do, you know, our music, you look like a fucking fool. They try to make you feel like you a clown. You gotta understand all the negativity that came about this shit, you know, stems from back when hip hop and the music industry was trying to go hand in hand with, you know, Hollywood. You know what I mean? So that's how it got so stereotypical for us, for the way we dressed, for the way we look, for the way we talk, that we automatically perceived as thugs. Because if you look at all them 90s movies back in the day, if niggas wore suit and ties in Menace to Society, will motherfuckers be wearing baggy jeans today? I mean, you just really got to understand what the fuck was going on. It was a whole programming thing. It was a whole thing, you know, just to take control from us. And we can get it back. We can make the art form back to what it really supposed to be. And you know what I'm saying? We can do this. We can put real bars to the new shit that's going on now. It'll still look the same, it'll still sound the same, but it'll have much more substance. And that's where we at with it right now, man. We just want to bring the music back. We just want shit to be good again, man.
This is raw vibe and we all ride. Heavy metal networker, that's my squad. I'm even Ddique 150, that's my block. Microphone check 1, 2 and it don't stop. How about I keep it on some hip hop shit, but still keep it street? It's something to see how we MC authentically. In repetition, I spit venom, but don't slither. On the low like a whisper, I get a word, niggas hit you.